better than great. So I'm looking forward to moving forward and putting this behind us.
All right, MP, do you have time for one more, perhaps?
I'm so sorry, but I actually got to head out.
Okay, all right, all good, no worries. Best of luck next game, all right?
Hey, look, thank you, Frank. I'll catch you soon, man.
All right, we'll see you then.
still found a way to somehow like make the game look even better.
22 will be a great game, and I think the game will take more skill this year.
Look at the dive. Oh, yeah.
Night and day from NBA 2K21, in my opinion. I just like the speed and pace of the game. So for me, that means funner.
I definitely think, there's a lot of things that they have coming that the community's going to love. I think it's going to blow their mind. Let's go, baby.
"2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Bulls taking on the Knicks. For the Chicago Bulls, a strong start. 3 out of 4. They're looking to set a first. We are live. It's a Thursday night.
Well, Kevin.
Yep, he's big enough to handle it. His performance speaks loudly. Thank you, D.A. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Fournier out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Robinson. And at the...
Nick substitution.
What can fans expect when they watch this one?
These are two unique teams. We don't see too many slow-paced teams these days, Kevin. But what you can expect is the teams trying to dominate the paint on the offensive end and on the defensive end.
Faster quickly. Here's Big Dog. He's guarded by Williams from outside the arc. Kept alive by New York. The pass to Big Dog. Here's Barrett. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Barrett's got his second basket of the night.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
Ball kicks to Levine. Driving inside. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Knicks trail by 14. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide-open guy from the corner of his eye.
Pass to Bradley. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Levine. And that one hits back iron.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The defender all over.
The Knicks shoot their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. Some changes for Chicago. Derrick Jones, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for Levine. Alec Burks checked in for the Knicks. Jones the pass the ball. And there it is for him. Ball's got 11.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Burks the pass to Big Dog. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So you know each game they play will hold a lot of importance to both teams.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for Chicago, Patrick Williams.
That one misses. Passes to Big Dog. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8.
3-point.
And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball. And Emmanuel quickly, like his name, picking things up.
Really just giving me advice on, obviously, the point guard position, but what it takes to...
And you want to learn how to impact winning, and not bad to have a resource like the great Damian Lillard.
And yeah, Knicks assistant coach Johnny Bryant connecting those two, and absolutely Lillard, a future Hall of Famer, unselfish with his knowledge.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Big Dog. Derrick Rose is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Gibson in at the 5 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Big Dog, the pass to Quickly. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Raptors. Here's Caruso. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Ball. At the elbow, Williams shoots from the high post, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
There's no secret that Lonzo is an elite facilitator. If you're open, he will get you the ball.
New York calls timeout. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Brantley. Johnson comes in for Williams. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Jones. And Levine subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Caruso. Barrett covering. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Barrett is running. Here's Walker. And there's another one for the Knicks. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's Caruso. His three-pointers off the mark. New York with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
And Kemba Walker, traded to the Thunder this offseason, was subsequently bought out before joining the Knicks. Walker and the Knicks seem like a perfect fit. You just hope Walker can stay healthy at this stage of his career.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Vucevic dishes to DeRozan. For three, Levine, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, there's a certain beauty to that high-arching jumper. Levine showing us the range.
Big Dog, the pass to Barrett. Outside Fournier. Pass to Walker. This one for three. Rebounded by Vucevic. And Caruso's got the ball here for Chicago. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. Trying to get open is Johnson. Walker surveying the floor. Outside Fournier. Inside, Big Dog. Here's Robinson. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Vucevic against Robinson. Levine inside the three-point line. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 9.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
To the inside. Here's Big Dog. Great D that time from Johnson. And there's the pass to DeRozan. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. New York ahead as they end the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And we'll be back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Derek Jones comes in for Johnson. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for Levine. And then for New York, Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Big Dog comes in for Randall. And quickly in for Evan Fournier. Derek Jones is out there with Bradley. Then it's Williams. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Over to the wing. There's Ball with the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Big Dog's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And for the talk about MP, Greg being unhappy with his playing time, that seems to definitely be the case after liking a tweet about him not being on the floor enough.
Wow. And it's fine for MP to believe that, but you have to keep that internal. He aired out the dirty laundry of the team. This is definitely not the best approach for MP.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. New York moving it around. Quickly finds Walker. Gibson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 4 assists now tonight.
The hard-working mentality of Taj. So clever at finishing through the hit.
Barrett against Williams. Jones for 3, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Knicks out front as they wrap up the third quarter on a 15-5 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with.
Gotta make hustle play. Be first.
It's the fourth quarter round. Get up and take.
So the Bulls win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their favor, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
MP.
How you doing?
So nice to finally meet you. My name is Catherine Hanover. The team just recently hired me to handle PR. You know, I've worked with a lot of athletes and public figures over the years, but I must admit, I am very excited for the chance to get to work with you.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I've never met anyone with such an innate ability to disregard all common sense.
I'm sorry.
Out of curiosity, what time do you wake up in the morning? At what hour do you roll out of bed and decide to start making these terrible decisions?
Well, I usually set my alarm
Because no
clock.
matter what time it is, I can assure you, I am already in the office starting my day of meetings, calls, crafting releases, and controlling narratives, so that I don't have to deal with the exact flavor of PR nightmare you just dropped on my desk. At what point did you think it would be a good idea to handle internal team issues by sitting down with Frank Valentine? I had the perfect PR opportunity lined up for you. We're honoring a longtime fan and healthcare worker, and you were going to be in the photo that I sent out along with a press release that was going to make you look so good because I am so good at my job. But not anymore. No. Your image is a mess.
Look, I just want to get my minutes. Okay. Look, your point of view, my point of view. I got it. What do we do now?
I cancel everything I have for today, and I fix this. You learn how to keep your drama out of the public eye, and you get out of my office.
A shimmering view of the Big Easy. It's twilight in New Orleans, home of tonight's broadcast.
Hey, Brian. In Julius Randle's 7th NBA season, he became an all-star. He said, I've been...
Oh, great story. Good stuff, Allie. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Barrett plays the small forward with Randle in at the 4. Kemba Walker's out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Robinson in at the center position. And every...
Knicks substitution.
You think it takes long for players to adjust?
You know, BA, it depends on the rule and how strict they will call it. Things like the rip-through, hand-checking, those type of rules, they take some time to adjust. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Outside Fournier. Back to Rose. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Valanciunas finds Ingram. Here's Williamson. Here's Graham. Guarded by Rose. Good chance here for Ingram. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And you think about the draft profile of LaMelo Ball. Grant, the court vision has been as good as advertised.
I mean, he's just a gifted passer who sees over defenders. He enjoys making those flashy plays. He's been everything you want from a playmaker.
Here's Williamson. The Knicks with the rebound. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Here's Ingram. And stolen by Barrett. Pass to Big Dog. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Outside Ingram. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Well, he's throwing the defense off balance, and then he gets to the bucket. That's a nice move from Ingram.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fournier, the pass to Rose. Here's Big Dog. In his last outing, 16 points for him. The shot off that time. Outside Grant. Pass to Williamson. Just 3 on the clock. It's deflected.
Well, Zion right there was big, wide, and just smothered the shooter.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. Well, a lot of excitement around the Knicks under Coach Tom Thibodeau. All-star Julius Randle explains how he's made them better.
Cares about you as a human being as a person.
Well, we knew how demanding Tibbs can be, Grant, but that personal touch. Completely new group for the Pelicans. It's Graham and Alexander Walker at the 1 and the 2. It's an all-Duke forward pair. Ingram the 3, Zion the 4. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Big Dog. 4-3. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first.
There aren't many players that have come into the NBA as a consensus #1 pick like Zion Williamson did. Nobody was passing on this fella.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. In that 2019 draft, Zion was a prize that every team in the lottery was hoping to win, Grant.
And that added a lot of excitement to that night. I mean, you've got a once-in-a-generation talent like Zion. The lottery becomes a major event.
Here's Robinson, and that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
On top of all that, they've done a good job of making life difficult for the opposing shooters. They've had hands up and have contested a lot of shots. Look at the blocks.
And here's Ingram outside. They get it again. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Confronting a shooter of JV stature is never easy, and he can make them pay for that mistake at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. 1:11 left in the first half of this one. Here's Big Dog. Launches a 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Alexander Walker. Williamson up top. Graham against Fournier. Clock at 6. And rejected. Here's Big Dog, covered by Williamson. 30 seconds left in the second period. Here's Big Dog. Drops in the 3. He has 7. And Mobile One has announced that they'll be partnering with MP. Both sides seemed ecstatic after getting this deal done.
Yeah, BA, this is definitely a mutually beneficial deal. MP continues to build his brand, and Mobile One gets one of the league's brightest young stars.
Here's Big Dog. Off target from three-point range. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Over Fournier. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great. Making some changes. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Valanciunas. And it's Satoransky in for Ingram. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. So on the floor for New York, they've got Alec Burks. He's out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Nerlens Noel out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Big Dog in at the power forward position. Back to Graham. Inside. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Again, just watching Zion's leaping ability, gets over the defense and easily finds the rim.
New York has gotten only one three-pointer to fall here in the third. 5 attempts. Outside Burks. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Here's Big Dog. Offline with a three.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. The Knicks making a switch here. Walker's checked in. The Knicks with the lead.
Well, after going first to nobody's surprise in June 2019, Zion Williamson had to wait a little bit before he got his first NBA game, suffering that knee injury in the preseason. And that debut came in January the 22nd of 2020.
New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's Quickly with a miss.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
To the wing on the left. Back to Williamson. This for the tie. That ties the game. Williamson's got 9 points.
Yeah, Zion bringing it right there, crashing the glass, and relentless energy to get the ball.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Graham. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Williamson. Here's Alexander Walker. Outside Graham. For the lead. And he takes it up and lays it in. Graham's got 21 points in the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
No good on the shot. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Pelicans on top. They lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. Alexander Walker and Ingram are on the wing. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. That's the Pelicans 5. A moment here for an injury report. Now an update on Brandon Ingram from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Thanks. I got some news from New Orleans head athletic trainer. He said there is some swelling in the ankle, but so far no signs of instability. For a team just out of the gates this season trying to establish chemistry, already they've hit some adversity, guys.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Here's Williamson. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And when you talk to folks around the league, no one has a bad word to say about Walker. He's just a good guy.
Checking in for the Knicks.
From deep three-point range, off target, and so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Oh, there he is.
How you doing, Mr.
The
Lester?
king of all social media.
Oh, here you go.
You must think you're pretty slick with the little stunt you pulled.
I'm just doing what it takes to get what I deserve.
And if you alienate your coach and your GM and your teammates, then so be it. As long as MP gets what he deserves.
Oh, come on. You and I both know I deserve to start. Look, Coach isn't giving me a fair shot because all he thinks I care about is my YouTube channel. Look, I'm not a joke.
I don't want to talk about your YouTube channel. I went to bat for you in the draft. It is all over the news. But when I went to ownership to talk about
ownership?
Yeah. When ownership asked me why you weren't starting, I told them the truth. You're a project. You're not ready. Not even close. All you did by going to social was prove to Coach what he thinks he already knows about you, which is you're all drama. You're all show. Listen, long term, I believe in you. But this was a huge misstep. There's no other way of putting that. You're going to have to work really hard to get back into good graces with this organization. You understand?
Understood.
All right, I'm done.
Let's meet. At center.
And let's go.
Thank you, Kevin. Julius Randle says of these Knicks,
They have been patient for sure, David. Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Barnes and Siakam are the forwards. Dragic is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Achua in at the center, locking down the middle. And for New York,
Raptors substitution.
Sure can. And just getting on the same page takes some time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will help you do that.
So New York ends up going with the new group. A new group in now for the Raptors. Ken Burge is checked in for Achua. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. OG Anunoby's checked in for Barnes. And Trent subbed in for Goran Dragic.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Burge's shot's good.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Burks kicks to Rose. Pass to Quickly. Here's Big Dog. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And the Knicks miss again. New York comes into this one following a loss to the Pelicans. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And along with production, this team really thrives on VanVleet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And it's blocked. And that one's good. Noel. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. VanVleet against Quickly. There's the pass to Birch. Toronto working the ball around now. VanVleet looking around. Birch finds VanVleet. Burks pulls it in. Pass to Quickly. Shoots over VanVleet. Misses off the left eye. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Oh, the slashing Slovenian, Goran Dragic, told us about his attacking style of play.
Try to get inside the paint and Gletch.
Great. You love that unselfish style, don't you?
Yeah, he can definitely score, but you combine that with his passing and even more for the defense to worry about.
Next foul.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Big Dog is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Rose. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Quickly in at the 2-guard spot. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
There's Big Dog. Boucher defending. There's the 3. No good from Big Dog. Raptors with the lead. Now, Anunoby. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Trent passes to VanVleet. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Now, Fred VanVleet has become a true impact player. This guy remarkably consistent from deep.
Big Dog the pass to Burks. Now, Quickly. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Quickly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it.
So that's the end of the first half. Knicks lead. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Doggy's checked in for Julius Randle. The Raptors also with a sub. Trent's checked in. Here's Van Vliet. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Barnes. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for New York. And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved, Kevin. Plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Barnes and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Achua in at the 5 down low. Passes it to Trent. Over in the corner, Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
1:52 left here in the third quarter. No good from Big Dog.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
The kick out to Barnes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Big Dog, the pass to Fournier. Shoots over Achua. Fournier's shot is off. Raptors trail by 13. It's Trent on the wing. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. So for the Knicks, Noel's checked in for Robinson. Quickly comes in for Fournier. And it's Rose in for Kemba Walker. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. OG Anunoby comes in for Barnes. Rose finds Barrett to the left side wing. There's Big Dog. Boucher defending. Shots good from Big Dog. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. It's stolen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 12.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
The kick out to Rose. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot from game pass. The shot's good from Big Dog. Raptors trail by 17. That's tipped. And now the Knicks on the break. Quickly with a wide open look. And again, New York with the triple.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
That shot, no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Knicks out front, ending the third quarter on a 12-4 run. We've got more in store. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job.
Into the lineup for going with almost an entire new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noel. Big Dog comes in for Burks. Kevin Knox is checked in for Quickly. And it's Kemba Walker in for Derrick Rose. Raptors also changing it up. Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Pascal Siakam comes in for Goran Dragic. And it's Barnes in for Fred VanVleet. They've got Big Dog. Knox out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Gibson in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
Knox the pass to Big Dog. Clock at 4. Releases. The shot, no good. Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Julius Randle.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Walker. New York moving the ball around. No good from Big Dog. Now here's Barnes. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
And a look at the Knicks earlier. Check out the focus as they get off the bus. They're ready to go. Traffic coursing through brightly lit Indianapolis, the crossroads of America. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said...
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Barrett plays the small forward with Randall in at the 4. Kemba Walker's out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And for the Pacers, Warren and Sabonis, the duo at forward. Karis LeVert is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Turner in at the center position. And Grant, these check in for Warren. And the Knicks making a change here. Here's McConnell. Sabonis, the pass to McConnell. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. McConnell's got 6. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Big Dog.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Fournier. Here's Big Dog. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. He can't get it to go. So the Pacers will take it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Now here's Lamb. He played a great game against San Antonio. McConnell, good.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Sabonis. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. From 9 feet, and too long on the shot. So it's the Knicks now. It's a 13-point game. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Here's LeVert. The Knicks making their last shot. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. Here's the break. Here's Rose. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. It looked to me to be a bit sluggish.
And that one falls for Rose.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there. And that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
To stop the run. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Indiana.
First one falls.
I really believe the more playing time that Lamb gets, the better he'll become. He still has the potential, in my mind, to be a very solid player in this league. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Big Dog. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Knicks up by 16. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And the Knicks, such a feel-good story. You got to give Coach Tom Thibodeau a lot of credit. Julius Randle certainly does.
He has us all bought in. You can't really...
And they certainly are.
And the New York faithful, delighted to witness meaningful games once again.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
They're showing some muscle here in the first half as well and getting a lot of their points in the paint.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. They've got Emmanuel Quickly. He's out there with Derrick Rose. Taj Gibson is out there with Alex.
Checking in for the Knicks,
So it's the Pacers now. Outside Lamb. 1:46 left in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Noel. LeVert outside. 6 to shoot. Over Rose.
They had some success in the first quarter, but since then, they've gone cold.
New York has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. For 3, Barrett. And again, New York with the triple.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Rose against LeVert. And there it is for him. LeVert's got 7 now in this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Out to the wing. Here's Big Dog. He's checked by LeVert. And that one's good. He's got 7.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
It's Warren on the wing. And here is Lamb. Pass to Sabonis. To the middle. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
You look at Sabonis, and he clearly is one of the best passing big men in the game because he sees the floor so well.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Big Dog. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
LeVert passes to Lamb. The ball's knocked loose. Outside Warren. Pass to Sabonis. Soft touch off the glass. Sabonis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Excellent job by Sabonis after setting the screen. Very mobile in these pick and rolls.
What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for the New York Knicks. He gave his all to help his team in that quarter. Back after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be.
Checking in for the
here for Indiana. Well, a surprising stat, Clark. The last 2 seasons, for the first time in league history, guards scored more points in the paint than centers or forwards.
How amazing is that, B.A.? What a transformation we've seen in the game at all levels, but particularly the NBA. Things have been inverted. It used to be you threw the ball inside to get high percentage shots. Now this is primarily a drive and kick league. Drive for the rim or shoot threes.
They've got Torrey Craig, O'Shea Brissett out there with Goga Bitadze. Then there's Jeremy Lamb, and it's McConnell in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Boy, you look at Rose, and you just love the imagination he brings to his offensive game. You know, this guy is constantly pushing the boundaries of his basketball ability.
Bitadze can't hit.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Big Dog. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
We all know how Rose can score the ball, but sometimes I think we dismiss how good of a passer he is.
Knicks foul, number 34. That's his second.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages him to keep attacking on the offensive end.
At the line for the Pacers, T.J. McConnell. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Good on the second one. 1:14 left in the third. For New York, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Quickly from outside. Here's Big Dog. Pass to Noel. Oh, got a piece of it. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Batadze. McConnell with it, and Noel picks him up defensively. Here's Batadze. No good on the triple. Well, the Knicks shooting 41% since halftime. Here we go. Big Dog, good. He's got 13.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
McConnell against Rose. Up top, McConnell. He's got 14. Pass to Lamb. 5 on the clock. Back to McConnell. Over Rose. Off the left rim and out.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Here's Big Dog. From behind the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Knicks out in front, running away with this one. Don't go anywhere. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's see what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. No blow-bys.
And Coach Carlisle preaching strong defense. So both teams changing it up here. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
One other thing, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they've had it going.
And the NBA and its players taking an active role socially. Grant, talk about what you're seeing now and how it registers with you.
Well, you know, it's exciting, it's inspiring, it's patriotic. It's what America is, being able to exercise your voice and helping to form a more perfect union. So that's what it's all about, and I'm excited for the league and its players, and it's inspiring, like I said.
On the court right now for the Knicks. They've got Kemba Walker. He's out there with Alec Burks. And it's Toppin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
For the Knicks, number 34.
And he makes a first. And he makes the first, but misses the second. They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And B.A., you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Jackson can't get it to go. And here's New York now. Outside Walker. On the wing, Burks. Defended by Craig. Pass to Big Dog. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
McConnell passes to Holiday. Jackson outside. Here's Duarte. Off on that one. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this